Okay, my name is Micah, and I just want to share some stories like that with you. Maybe if you've been there before, you will catch up with me. Uh, growing up, everybody when you grow up, you stay with your parents and all that. Sometimes we go through some process that actually not really convenient, but we just have to do it because that is how it is. It's not actually good to be alone. I want to share that lonely experience with you. I remember that time. When you're lonely, you likely might do some certain things that you're not proud of, maybe masturbation and all that. I remember there is one lady like that was actually staying in my compound during that time, and she was about let's say 27 to 27. So she's this kind of lady that do not want to talk to guys, and all those why like guys don't want to talk to her and she don't want to speak with guys and all that. So at the end of the day, sometimes she like being lonely and friends don't come around like that. So I don't know what happened. I was just like, let me pass my toilet or bedroom back like this. I wanted to go do something, now. So when I want to pass, I was like, I heard some noises, something like, I was like, what happened to Auntie Elizabeth? So I was like, okay, let me just peep and see what happened with Auntie Elizabeth. So in that process now, I step on that thing and then I peep. I looked at her window and I see she was just sitting there, toilet tiles, and she was like, oh. I saw something like, I can't say it, but I saw her two fingers, like.
How fast do we hear of this?
Positioning her legs, and she was like,
Jesus!
So as of that time, I didn't know what it means though, but I was like, I now ran down to go call my elder brother to just come around and see that Auntie Elizabeth is actually sitting on the floor, and then was saying,
How fast do we hear of this?
So when my elder bros now came, was like, why do you have to peep on someone? Don't you know what she was doing? She was actually feeling herself. So, as a child now, in the morning when Auntie Elizabeth I want to pass by, I was like, Auntie Elizabeth, I noticed that you were actually doing yes.
Will you keep quiet?
Sorry. So she now told me she will report it to my
Jesus!
I should stop that nonsense and stop peeping her. So it's now that I grow up, I understand, okay. So all those why that Auntie Elizabeth did not want to talk to guys and all those things. So she was actually doing like. So loneliness can actually lead to some certain things. Don't isolate yourself. I know some of us have come up with names and said I'm Capricorn, Capriso, these I love indoors, but it's not actually healthy. So what I'm saying is, even as a guy, don't try as much as possible not to just be isolating yourself like that, living away from people around you. Try keep it fit and call people around you, understand, interact, and then from then you could learn one or two. It's actually good. From staying alone, you start initiating this idea of watching porn. You understand? Watching porn and doing some crazy things that you're not supposed to do. So what am I saying? That's one part of my story, Sha. But trust me, we have a lot to talk about today.